if you're ready to kickstart your Christmas planning, get lots of inspiration for gift ideas, for decorating ideas, all the to-do lists, you're definitely in the right place. Hi, I'm Lynn. Welcome back to my channel. Now, just shortly, I'm going to be looking at some gift inspiration for my first group of gifts, which today I'm going to be looking at the sort of thank you gifts, the hostess gifts, the gifts for teachers, gifts for neighbours. Maybe you want to thank your hairdresser, your nail tech, all of that kind of group of gifts we're going to be looking at. But I just wanted to quickly say that I put together a series of videos last year which seemed to be well received. I had lots of lovely comments. It was a plan with me week by week series. I'm going to pop the link in the description box down below for this video. And it was great. We all kept each other accountable, lots of lovely comments each week. And each week I posted a list of what I felt we should be doing for that week just to keep us on track and make sure that we kept the stress and the overwhelm at bay and arrived at Christmas pretty well organised and as stress-free as possible. So I'm not going to be repeating exactly those videos this year because they're all still there and nothing really changes from year to year with the Christmas planning. So I'd definitely suggest you hop back, have a look at those if you haven't already. Even if you followed along last year, thank you. It's definitely worth going back and reviewing those. In each video description box, there is a link for a printable, which is the to-do list for that week. I started a little bit earlier last year. We started back in October. I've been traveling in October this year, and I know for a lot of people, they don't even want to start thinking about Christmas until after Halloween is past. So for lots of reasons, we're a little bit later this year, but there are some things on the to-do lists for the October videos that I think it's worth highlighting just at the start of this video to say, this is where we really should be. And if you haven't done these things already, then, jump on it, get to it and get them done just to make sure that we're getting, a head start as we head into November. So first thing on the list at this stage is that you should have already decided where you're going to be spending Christmas and who you're going to be spending it with. And it's really important to get that done as quickly as possible if you haven't already, because that's going to inform so much of your to-do list, your shopping list going forward. If you're hosting, if you're spending it at home, then you will need to be buying different things than if you are perhaps traveling to family or friends to spend it with them. And if you are going to family and friends, then you're going to have travel arrangements to put in place. So first on the kind of recap from October last year lists was, if you've not decided where you're spending Christmas, get that done as quickly as possible. And then the next thing from our October lists last year that is worth highlighting is to pull together some sort of Christmas planner. Now, in each of the weekly videos from last year, in the description box, you'll find a clickable link where you can click on it and get a printable list for that week's to-do lists. So, as part of reviewing last year's videos, or even if you just go to the description box and print that list off, all the videos from last year have got chapters in them. So if you don't have time to review them all, you can, skip through the chapters and get to the most important bits. But pull some sort of planner. I like to put it all in a spreadsheet. I know some people are more analog. They like to, get a binder or some kind of pretty planner and, put it all on pen and paper. Whatever way you like to do it, just get your planner pulled together. And in addition to that, have somewhere that you're going to be storing your kind of master shopping lists. Now, this could be an app on your phone, or again, if you like pen and paper, a notebook that you carry around with you, wherever you go. But get somewhere to keep your master shopping list going so that you can add things to it, because there will be lots to add to it as we start into this month and beyond. Another important thing that I've kind of plucked from the October to-do lists from last year is by this stage you should be thinking about getting all the reservations made for anything basically that needs a reservation over the next couple of months. Now that will include your travel arrangements, that will include all your beauty appointments, hair, nails, whatever you normally make appointments for. If you are going to see I don't know, a special Christmas show, you need to get your tickets booked. Maybe you're taking the family out for a Christmas meal, get the restaurant reservations. Maybe you're, meeting up with a group of friends, get those, restaurant reservations all in place, because we all know it just gets so booked up. So have a look ahead, see what is in the diary that needs a reservation, and make sure that you get that done as quickly as possible. Another thing would be make sure that you're sending out any invitations for any Christmas get together gathering that you're planning to have. If you're thinking about hosting a party over the Christmas holiday season, then make sure that you're putting out your invitations or your save the dates. It's nothing more disappointing than if you plan to have a get together and then you can't have those there that you really want because they've already committed, to something else just because you didn't get in there quickly enough. Everybody's diaries get so busy at this time of year. So make sure that if you haven't done that already, that is on your to-do list for this week. Big one for those of you in the UK is make sure that you get your turkey ordered. If you're in the US, then maybe that's already done because you've got Thanksgiving this month. But in the UK, if you're ordering from a local butcher, make sure that you get that done this week. It's an easy one. It's just a phone call, so it's an easy one to tick off your list. So make sure that that is done as quickly as possible. What else? Gift ideas. Just in a minute, I'm going to be giving you some inspiration for my first group of gifts. But I would say even, if your family and friends aren't there yet to tell you what's on their wish list, just start having a look out there. If you're out and about at the shops, just look, see what's there, what kind of things, might you think about giving certain people, or have a browse on your favorite kind of websites that you might, order from. And most of them will let you create a wish list. So, put that favorites, that kind of thing. Just start the ball rolling where your gifts are concerned. Another thing to make sure that you've done, again, these were things that I've pulled from the lists in October, is to do an inventory of all of your supplies. This one caught me out this week. I was somewhere and they had some lovely wrapping paper and ribbon, and I thought, I don't actually know what I need yet because I haven't done that yet. So definitely today, tomorrow, I'll be pulling all the wrapping supplies out of the cupboard upstairs just to see what I've got and see what I need. Also do this with your dishware. Maybe you're going to be hosting this year and you haven't hosted for a few years. So, do an inventory. Do you need some new glasses? Do you have napkin rings? All of those kind of things, so that you've got what you need on your master list. And if you see something when you're out and about, you can just tick it off your list. So I think those are really the most important to-dos from the October videos that you should have had done by now. But there were loads more tips and hints and everything in those videos, lots of bonus things to put on your to-do list to make sure that you've got done by early November. So I would definitely go back and review those videos if you can. But now let's have a look at my gift ideas for this week's category, which, as I say, are really kind of those thank you gifts, the hostess gifts, the gifts for teachers. And these are the ones that I think are the easiest to tick off early because, like I say, you're not waiting for your family to necessarily pull their wish list together and tell you the things that they might like to get from you. I hate the term generic gifts because I just would hate to give anybody a generic gift. But these are the gifts that maybe are less personal, and the things that you can buy one or two or three or four of to have on standby, you should have a couple of extras in case you get that last minute invitation to somewhere. Then you've planned ahead, you've got a couple of gifts in reserve. That said, I have got some more personal ideas at the end of this kind of little list of inspiration. That, if you know in advance that you're going to particular friends or you're going to spend Christmas with, part of your family, and you want to take a thank you gift in addition to their normal kind of Christmas gifts, then I've got some more personalised ideas towards the end of this list. But without further ado, let's get started. Now, I should also say that a couple of these things I have got here and I'll be able to show you. And a lot of them, I'm just going to pop some images up on the screen because these gifts are more for inspiration. I know that you're watching from all corners of the globe, which is lovely. So for me to say I bought this particular thing in this particular store, it might be harder for you to get. So these are more just for inspiration in the hope that you can find something similar. And I know that you will be able to because I do it all the time. I might watch content creators somewhere, I don't know, maybe in the US, and I know that I can't get that exact product here, but I can go and look for something similar. So that's what's kind of behind this gift guide. So number one on the list, and this would kind of be more for the hostess category. You're being invited to, someone's home for a party or a get together or, that type of thing. And so I picked up this 2-pack of Christmas kitchen towels. I got these ones in TK Maxx. I'm sure in the US, TJ Maxx, you'll find something very similar. But my plan is to split them in two to create two separate gifts. And then what I've picked up to go with them are these cute little Christmas tree spoon rests. And it is a spoon rest, but I get that, someone might open it and just think that it's a little dish. So what I'm planning to do is to go to, one of the budget stores and pick up, a little stirrer or a wooden spoon type thing. So I've got 2 of these. So what I'm going to do is just split them in half, so to create 2 gifts, and then just get a nice little ribbon and kind of tie that round. What I've also picked up are some packs of these lovely gift bags. I'm a big believer that you can make something really inexpensive look beautiful by putting it in the right packaging. And so I've tried to kind of theme it. So I've got the little Christmas trees in the spoon rest, and I've gone for Christmas tree gift bags. And I will just pick up maybe some lovely gold ribbon or some red ribbon. The colours kind of coordinate. And yeah, that would be my first gift idea. A kitchen towel, a little spoon rest, maybe some sort of spoon. And yeah, I think that's a nice little gift to receive. I should also say that if my family and friends are watching this, you might want to switch off because who knows what you're going to see. Yeah, these are, as I say, more the hostess gifts and that type of thing. But, maybe you'll end up getting one in your Christmas stocking as well. So, but that's number 1 on the list. Number 2 on the list is actually really similar to that because what I've done this time is I've got a little 2-pack of just guest towels. And, I think for the holidays, a lot of people don't like this type of thing, but I think for the holidays, for a bit of fun in your downstairs loo, it's a nice thing, to have your downstairs cloakroom. It's a nice thing to have. You can do the designer towels and everything for the whole of the rest of the year, but at Christmas, it's a little bit of fun. So a Christmas guest towel, and again, it's a pack of 2, so I'm going to divide it into 2 gifts. And I've picked up some nice hand soap, some winter hand soap. Now I say winter because it's tricky. If you're going to something in the beginning of, maybe November or early December, then I think it's absolutely fine to take, like a Christmas scented thing or Christmas themed thing or a Christmas candle. But if you are going to something really close to Christmas or over Christmas, usually there's not enough time left to burn those, Christmas scents or to use up all the Christmas scented hand soap. And so on that occasion, I would suggest going for something, maybe a fresh scent that someone could put out for the new year. Does that make sense? But on this occasion, what I managed to pick up, this one, I think this one's just called Pine Branches. And I got another couple of soaps and they're just called, I think they're called Winter something. So, the recipient can just have them out, for way beyond Christmas. Um, I think that's the point. You don't want to be gifting somebody something that is overtly Christmas, that whatever it is, they're not going to have the chance to use. I think that's my point. So these ones, and I managed to find a couple of these cute little gift bags, which are very similar to the towels. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. So that would be number 2 on my list for sort of hostess gifts. So number 3 on the list. Now this one might be better for, a teacher gift or, someone that does your beauty treatments or that type of thing. If you know that somebody is a coffee lover, or the same idea would work well, with teas, but particularly for thinking about coffee, I picked up a couple of these kind of Christmas themed coffee, so Christmas flavoured coffee. And again, in TK Maxx, I saw some lovely little cafetières, the kind of French press, just, for one. And I guess what my thought process was sometimes if you are, you're a hairdresser, nail tech, and you're working in a salon and you love a nice cup of coffee, and maybe they've just got a kettle with instant coffee in there, and you don't, you want to save a bit of money running out and getting, takeaway coffees all the time. How lovely would it be to have your own individual little French press in there, just with enough for your coffee for one? So a pretty French press with some nice Christmas coffee or Christmas tea, or some, relaxed tea or energizing tea bags or something, themed like that. And if you wanted, to add in a little bit more, you could put in a seasonal mug or a cute mug, or, that type of thing. But that would be my third idea, is something around the kind of tea, coffee. And there's no end to that, because you could actually just add in more and more things and create a bigger gift basket. So you can just, with whatever budget you want to go to, something like this, you can put in the coffee measuring spoons, you could put in 2 mugs, you could put in 2 coffees, you could build it up to whatever size you needed it to be. So a coffee or tea themed gift, that would be number 3 on the list. And number 4 on the list, so this would be jumping back probably to the kind of host or hostess idea, and that is that in addition to taking along, a nice bottle of wine, how about getting some bottle stoppers or bottle opener or some additional barware to go in with that gift. Now, I'm going to pop a link in the description below. I found some on Etsy that you can actually personalize, which I thought was kind of quite a cute idea. And there's so many different hobby ones as well. So if you know that your host is a golfer, you can get golf ball ones. If you know that, they're a football or a soccer fan, you can get, one with the football on it. Lots and lots of different ideas there. Like I say, you'll be able to find one to suit, your gift. But that would be my next idea. So a nice bottle of wine and some barware accessories to go in with that. Now, number 5 on the list would be suitable for the type of party that you might be going to, where it's either a potluck or you're taking some sort of contribution, Or maybe this would work with your neighbours if you just wanted to take them, some home baked Christmas cookies or something like that. And that would be to buy a seasonal plate or a seasonal serving dish, and then just let them know that that is the gift too, that you don't expect to get that serving dish back, that is just for them as a gift. So that might work quite well for lots of different scenarios for these types of gifts. Another idea for a hostess gift would be that if you know that the host or hostess, loves to cook or loves to prepare party food, or, there's a big trend just now, to create these beautiful charcuterie boards and that type of thing. So how about having a look and picking up a book on that type of theme? Maybe it's a book on creating, lovely dips to do, chips and dips, or maybe it is a charcuterie board book, something like that. And perhaps you could pair it with an inexpensive board and pop a lovely ribbon around that, and that would be a nice alternative to just taking a bottle of wine or a box of chocolates. And the host or hostess will know that you've really thought of them in the gift that you're giving. On a similar theme, idea number 7 would be again to pick up, an inexpensive little serving board. That's where these budget stores, come into their own. Here in the UK, we've got the likes of B&M stores, or even like TK Maxx. Pick up something, inexpensive, add to it maybe some gourmet kind of crackers, and maybe at your local farmers market you can pick up some locally produced chutneys, that type of thing. So you can pull all of those together. You can also buy the cellophane, the rolls of the cellophane, or you can buy the cellophane bags if you think it would be too difficult to wrap, or you can get some of these blank baskets to pop everything in. But yeah, something like that. So a serving board and some, gourmet crackers, and maybe some homemade chutneys or something you've picked up at the kind of farmer's market. So that would be another little lovely hostess gift for you. Now, you can't do a list like this without including a candle in there somewhere. But oh my goodness, there are so many candles out there and at so many different price points. So I found one on Etsy, and I'm going to pop the link below. And this one can be personalised. So again, even if you don't have access to this particular candle, I'm sure somewhere in your region someone will be doing personalised candles, and you've maybe just not had it put on your radar before. So yeah, if you've got like an in joke with somebody, or you just want to express, a really sort of genuine sentiment, you can just put whatever you want on the label. Thank you for a year of haircuts. Thank you for being my teacher for the last year, whatever that might be, and you can personalise the candle accordingly. So yeah, next one on the list, personalised candle. And on that same personalised theme, the other thing that might be quite fun for a host or a hostess would be a personalised apron. And again, this could be, an in joke that you have with that person, or, it can be anything. I'm sure the personalisation options are limitless, but it's maybe just something that you've never thought about before. And I'm going to pop again a link for one that I found on Etsy. But again, if it's not available in your region, somebody will be doing personalised aprons. So that's another kind of nice little hostess gift that you might want to think about. So many get-togethers, parties revolve around the cheese board, don't they? And I saw this really nice idea on Amazon. So again, I'm sure it's going to be available in most regions. And I just thought it was a nice idea, something that maybe not a lot of people would already have. And that is the kind of marble cheese cutter. So the marble board with the cheese cutting wire. And yeah, I just thought that that might be something. And again, it's the kind of gift that you can build on. So, depending on your budget, if you're just maybe going to a party, it might just be the cheese cutter itself. If you are going to stay with family and friends over the Christmas holidays, maybe you're going to take the cheese board cutter, as well as some gourmet cheese, as well as some crackers, as well as some chutneys. You know, you can really build on it, but you can build it around this one item. So yeah, the marble cheese cutter, I thought that was quite a nice idea to gift to your hostess or your host this year. Next one, again, something I didn't know that you could get, and I'm going to pop the links for all of these below in the description, and that is personalised or monogrammed napkin rings. And again, I thought this was just a really fun idea for something a little bit different. If you know where you're going, whose party it is, again, staying with family and friends over Christmas, you can have their family name put on there. You could have their initials put on there. You could have nicknames. You could put in jokes, you know, whatever that might be. But just for something a little bit different was the personalised napkin rings. And yet again, Etsy comes up trumps, and I'll pop the link in the description below. How about going for a personalised Christmas ornament or a Christmas bauble? Now, you can get these for absolutely anyone. So you can get them that are specifically for your neighbours. So you might want to order a few and gift those to your closest neighbours. You can get them for, you know, your hairdresser. You can get them, you know, for to take to someone that's hosting you for a party, maybe with their family name on it and that type of thing. So personalised Christmas ornament or personalised Christmas bauble. Again, I would add that to the list of ideas for this kind of category of gifts. Now, this next one is just a really simple idea, but I think sometimes we just overlook it, and that is a gift basket of Christmas snacks. And so every time, you know, you're out doing your grocery shop, just pick up a couple of, you know, they've all got Christmas versions of all the different snacks out there, and just buy a basic basket and just fill the basket full of Christmas snacks. And again, that might just be something that somebody would appreciate if they are hosting, or, you know, maybe give it to your neighbours or whatever. But yeah, just a basket with some Christmas snacks. Now, this next one, it takes a little bit more time, but I think it is definitely worth it. And again, I suppose I'm thinking this might be something if you're going to friends and family for Christmas, to say thank you to them for hosting you for the day or for a few days. And that would be to create a personalised calendar that they can use in the new year. Now, I know here in the UK we've got Photobox does this, but I'm sure globally there will be online companies that do it, where you can just pick out 12 photos of you with that group of friends or with those family members. It could be from the last year, it could be from, you know, years gone by, and sometimes those are the most fun photographs to look back on. So you just upload your photos and create the calendar. So a photo calendar, I think that would make a lovely gift to give someone, as a hostess gift. And the last idea that I have on my list is that instead of taking maybe a bouquet of flowers or a couple of bunches of flowers to your host or hostess, where, you know, they maybe have to then, you know, get a vase and put the flowers in the vase, it's quite a nice idea to take something that's all ready to go. So whether that is a planter for outside the home, quite often your local garden centre will have these, you know, ready just to pick up, and then all your host or hostess has to do is just pop them outside, you know, at their front door. Or maybe it's a table centre. Again, some florists or garden centres will have these ready to go, but maybe it's something that you actually want to create yourself, pull together a little arrangement of, you know, kind of Christmas plants in, you know, a basket or an arrangement that they can just put, you know, on a table centre or on a sideboard. or maybe you want to plant up some bulbs that will come up over Christmas, or even some, like hyacinth or something like that that will come up quickly into the new year. But the idea is that it's something that they can literally just thank you for and place somewhere, whether it's indoors or outdoors, without the need to kind of do anything further. I hope that's given you some inspiration for that category of gifts. I've got lots of ideas coming in the next few weeks for lots of other categories, whether it's gifts for him, gifts for her, stocking fillers. That's a big one. Stocking fillers, huge in our house. We love our stockings in this house. So lots to come. Please do think about, hitting subscribe so that you don't miss anything. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.